Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony and welcome to another edition of B&A Sports Talk. So today I'm running through another Giants draft scenario, what could potentially happen on draft day based on my predictions in free agency and eventually what actually happens in free agency. And yeah, so this is going to prepare us for basically what can happen, some hypotheticals, because I think it's fun. You could say, the Giants are going to sit back and take Jedrick Wills. But I want to run through some scenarios, some trades back, some trades forward. And today, we're trading forward to get Chase Young. And what would it look like? Well, who would we trade with? And what would be the compensation for it? So when coming up with the concept of this video, it's like, okay, what happens if we trade to one? No, we're not. Joe Burrow is the pick for the Bengals. They're not going to trade back. They can't risk, losing Joe Burrow. Even if we offer them like 3 first-round picks and, Eli Manning's good luck. I don't know. If we offered our entire franchise, I still don't think that they'd trade back from number 1. Well, maybe they would. But anyway, that's not the point. Then I was thinking about, what if we just trade up one spot? What if, Chase Young falls and the Redskins draft Tua? They're like, no, the Lions are probably definitely going to take Chase Young. That is a huge position of need. They like Jeff Okudah, but I think they would love to get Chase Young. I don't think they're that stupid. So the only logical spot for the Giants to trade with is to number 2. And it would take a lot. You had the Bears trade up one spot just to get Mitch Trubisky. Not really a hot commodity. Chase Young is the hottest commodity in the draft. In 2017, it was like, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, not sure if he's the best. There's this guy like Brad Kaaya. They're like, yeah, we're not sure. DeShone Kizer. There are a lot of prospects that, no. Chase Young is the guy, and it's not even close to the next guy. Personally, I don't think he's going to be amazing. I don't think, people are like, he's the next coming of Lawrence Taylor. I'm not too sure, but I kind of trust the guys. I think he's a little bit too lengthy to be quick around the edge. I think he's going to work more powerfully and against some left tackles and right tackles. You have guys like Khalil Mack that are a little bit shorter, 6'3", that are good at powering guys. Chase Young is like both. He's tall, lengthy. He can grab guys. I've seen so many times where he missed the tackle a little bit, but he's so long and so lengthy, he could just make up for some mistakes that he makes. Are people in the NFL a little bit faster? Yes, but again, in the end of the day, Chase Young is going to develop into an amazing guy. He's only 6 months older than I am. That's crazy. These guys are as old as me, and they're 6'7", 200-something pounds. They're huge, and I'm this skinny little runner. Anyway, so let's stop talking about me. Let's talk more about Chase Young and what we potentially trade up to him for. Put up the trade on the screen. Multiple seconds, third, some swaps. I don't remember the exact trade, but it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, and people are like, oh, it's too much just for Mitch Trubisky. And this would be the Chase Young draft. This would be the defining draft for Dave Gettleman. I'd be okay if he did it. But honestly, I wish we would have lost to the Redskins in that last game on a BS fumble by a punt returner or something like that. And so we'd be like, yeah, it wasn't really Daniel Jones' fault. Dwayne Haskins got lucky, and there would be a little bit of a rivalry like that. I wish we'd be number 2 because it'd offer us a little bit more flexibility. We'd take Chase Young, and that'd be the end of it. But no, we would have to give up a lot of picks. And the only scenario where I can see us doing this and it making sense is we get a right tackle to protect Daniel Jones because we trade the kitchen sink. We wouldn't have any picks later in the draft. We get a cornerback too. We get a Byron Jones, a Trey Waynes, a James Bradbury or something like that, and a good deal, hopefully. And, we would get rid of Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams would walk, but the thing is we'd get a comp pick back because we didn't solve the position in free agency. I'm not too sure now that I think of it whether the draft counts, but we wouldn't get a guy in the position to fill back. So we may be able to get a comp pick next year if we bend the rules like that a little bit. That'd be the only scenario that I see this could make sense in. But Chase Young is great. He'd make this defensive line elite. Chase Young, Dexter Lawrence, O'Shane Ximines, Lorenzo Carter sometime lined up on the line. Even Alec Ogletree, which is weird, but we don't have him anymore, so I'm going to stop talking about him. And B.J. Hill, Dalvin Tomlinson, if I didn't mention him yet, he's pretty underrated. And we'd be feared on the defensive line. A best offense sometimes is a good defense. You'd bring the offense right back onto the field, and it doesn't matter. But this would be a defining draft for Dave Gettleman. We have a lot of 7th-round picks. We can potentially get depth that way, but 7th-rounders aren't that reliable. Name a 7th-rounder that's successful in this league. There are very few. I'm trying to think of one. I forget. There definitely is 1 or 2 that's just oh, yeah, he was a 7th-round pick. It was a tight end or something. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit off topic like I usually do. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. We could shore up some other positions with the draft, but we can't rely on that. And Chase Young is a special talent. Let me know if you guys think we should trade up for Chase Young. Definitely do let me know whether you think the Redskins would actually make this pick. In my opinion, has always been Ron Rivera is going to be leaping onto that stage, running up as quick as he can, even though they don't really allow you to. Even if you have the pick in, they wait like 5 minutes to create suspense. But I think he's going to be running up to that stage to draft Chase Young. I don't think it's likely. If the Redskins trade back only 2 spots, they could lose out Chase Young and Tua if they wanted him. And they'd end up with like a Jeff Okudah or something, which would be good. I mean, their secondary is depleted. It's not a horrible idea for the Redskins, especially if they get all these picks that could potentially use to surround Dwayne Haskins with. Honestly, I'd do it if I were the Redskins, to be totally honest. You still have Ryan Kerrigan, and yeah, I wish I was a GM of the Redskins. I'd make this move somewhat. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.